Why do I do what I do? I do what I do because I can help empower others to tap into the happiness that resides within them. I am a reformed trophy wife. I lived my life up until the last few years in La La Land. I had the toys, the money, access to all the things that marketing and mass media tells us that we would want out of our lives. And I realized when I went back to school to get my master's degree in psychology that there must be more to life than the money, than the toys. I had the great fortune of going on a cycling trip in northern India where I realized that people were living in abject poverty, where they didn't even have homes in many cases, but yet the lights were on in their eyes. There was something that was emanating from them to me, and I thought, aha, what is that? And I realized that was what I needed to use as the premise for my thesis project. And I began to document what makes people happy. And I took my daughter, who is now 13, along for the ride. And hence H Factor, Where Is Your Heart was born. One of the most touching stories I can recall on my journey is we were filming in Bangkok, Thailand, and I interviewed a German gentleman who owned a nightclub there. And I brought to him the trailer of our documentary on an iPod, and I showed him the trailer, and he looked up at me with tears in his eyes, and he said, "I've never known a day of happiness in my life." And I started to cry because I thought, how is that possible? How is that possible that someone could not access a part of themselves that is our inherent nature, that all of us have some level of happiness, regardless of adversity, that we can tap into and express. And that was a life-altering moment for me because I thought, here's this man that claims he's never had a happy day in his life, but yet he's searching for it, he wants it. And then he welcomed me into the club to film all of the performers. And I think I was able to show him something very interesting about joy, in that I interviewed all of his performers. And actually, this is a very interesting nightclub because it was a transvestite nightclub. These were all ladyboys. They were all young, beautiful men that were dressed as young, beautiful women. And some of your favorite sexy, hot performers. And I asked each one of them with the concept in mind that I wanted to show that regardless of where we come from, who we are, what our economic status is, what our preferences are, what our political beliefs are, that we all possess some kind of happiness. And I think as he watched me interview each of these performers, probably at about 2 a.m, that he melted into the experience that happiness is there, that it's there for seeing it, for opening one's eyes, opening one's mind, and opening one's heart to it just being. And I think that was a pretty powerful moment. I know for myself, and I know for this gentleman because he told me so.